Well, welcome back to Homestead Aquarius and day 2 of my 30-day challenge. Immediately after last night's episode, after I got it filmed, it started raining, and the thunderstorms haven't let up until just a little bit ago. And so I haven't been able to be out here today doing much, but I've got to do something to get myself a little ahead. Now, there's the okra, and the okra sitting there in the amphibious assault vehicle. That's what's left of the marker on it. There's the one okra seed that I reached for but couldn't find. It's getting a little bit late in the day. Somebody doesn't like my table. That's a blackberry that some bird has deposited there and had its way with. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of things though today with the time that I've got left, and get a video uploaded. I ordered some pizza, and I ordered this pizza. Actually, I picked it up. I ordered it and picked it up myself a few months ago. But I've saved this box because I can do something with it, right? Now you see my otter box here? It's got that little extension cord wrapper on there. This otter box has seen its better days, and it's the second one that I've had for my phone. I don't upgrade my phone at every given chance. I wear it out, and same way with my otter boxes. I would already have one on the way, because OtterBox has that wonderful lifetime guarantee, but they quit making these. So my phone and the OtterBox is so old, it's out of production, so they can't send me another one. And I may get one later, but because the phone's still got a lot of use on it. No upgrades. All that to say, hey, you know, I'm cheap. You know, nature doesn't care. She doesn't care a bit. And let me see, I don't like to get too personal on my stuff. You know, don't like to tell a whole lot. Why should I? Why should any of us? But, you know, I don't. But yesterday was my first day of doing this. And oddly enough, on that day, I had a wonderful boost to my spirits. Now, I want to tell you, I appreciate each and every one of you's well wishes and everything that you gave me on that video, and, you know, the heart situation. I appreciate that very much. But I got another boost. My youngest son, who has been away for the last 4 years in the military, he's finally out. And I got to see him yesterday. Now, when I was in the hospital with the heart attack, and certainly all along the way, and I was worried about, you know, everything, worried about dying. The only thing that was going through my mind was, I want to be able to talk to my kids and say goodbye. If I'm going to die, please let me say goodbye. There's a lot of people that don't get that chance. Fortunately, I did not have to say goodbye to my children. Okay, made it through it. But I can tell you this, in those moments, you know, that's what's going through your mind most of the time. If you've got kids, you just want to talk to your kids and your other family members, you know, but that's what you want to do. That's all, nothing else matters. You know, you're leaving, and you want that chance to say goodbye. But he surprised me, and like I said, he just got out. So there's been a long time that I have not been able to see him. And it's been a long time, you know, it's been 3 years that I've had this heart issue. And so not seeing him, you know, and everything, because unless you see them, I mean, you know they're out there real, but when you finally get to see your kids after they've been gone for that amount of time, and it changes, and the little growing up that they've done and all, it means so much. And so just to see him brought me a huge boost. It reminded me of that I don't know, the spirit of what I'm doing. So I'm getting long here, talking all this stuff. But there's the old saying, and I'm probably going to butcher it, a society grows great when old men plant trees under which they will never sit. And that's what I'm going to do today. Maybe I'll have time to do something with those okra today, and I think I will, but I got to make a little more progress than that. These are the mulberry seeds that I saved out back in the spring of, or the summer of 2019, I think, or 2020. It's 2019. And we're going to see how many of these still germinate. Each one of these little mulberry seeds, they've got a chance of growing up and producing lots of food. And I'm going to use this little frugal planter right here. And I'm going to show you, what I do. It's pretty simple. All right, what did I do? I just cut the top of it out. That's all I've done. Just cut the top off. I flipped it over here. There's a lot of people that worry that they won't have the nicest things, and they let that keep them from doing something. I'm going to tell you a lot more about that later, but that's that stage. Well, the next step is pretty simple. Get you some potting soil and put in there. Now, potting soil is supposed to be sterile in most cases with most brands. It's supposed to not have anything in it. And this is just a bag of Miracle-Gro, and I'm pretty sure that it's sterile. These were blown in from somewhere else. Now, as usual, I can't find Joby. I put him somewhere and I can't find him. So y'all are going to be sitting here on this little bendable strap here. Those are really cool. Got many uses. Get you some of those. They really come in handy. I'm going to put you right in here and show you some bushcraft action. Okay. You're a little wobbly on this, so y'all hang on, but you are in there pretty secure. All right, now let's get that bushcraft action. I just found a little twig here and whittled it down to a point, and I'm going to take it and come in here and do a little bit of this here. I'm just going to hopefully, see, I wanted you to have both my hands in here. I wanted you to see both my hands. You deserve to see both of my hands sometimes, not just one. You know what? Dadgummit, that cardboard is a little too tough for that little thing there. So you will get to see my knife today. There we go. It's just a little too tough. And it's whittled down my point. I was trying to make a point, and I hope I have. The biggest point I can make is think about the next generation and do something for them. Do something for yourself. What I do today is a way to honor my children and your children by helping you to realize that the best time to plant a tree is today. Can y'all see any of this action? There we go. Look at there. All right. It's in there. I just locked it in to keep that corner nice and secure. Now this box and this little suture I put on it and everything that it's going to do will last long enough for these little mulberry trees to sprout out. And then I can transplant those. So in honor of all of our kids, let's plant a tree. Now I can show you how to start a new tree from cuttings pretty easily. I'll bring that out later. I've done many of those and given those trees away. And I've heard many people say something, and it always troubles me when I hear it. Old values are important to us. This old knife reminds me of that, this case. I've told the story of this, but years ago, my dad, my two boys, and me, we got knives all on the same day at the Case Factory Outlet in Parrish, Alabama. That day will never come back. And that knife is with me every day as a reminder. Let me finish planning this. I'm gonna get derailed. I'm an old man here. Oh, all right, let's make some trenches here. I just got a little stick, and I'm going to make a few trenches in this potting soil. About 1 inch apart, well, about 2 inches apart. Don't ask a man how long 1 inch is. You never get the right answer. All right, there we go. That's fast. Now, off camera, I went ahead and put that second one in. I did it myself. Y'all saw me doing this work myself. I don't have a big crew here, right? What was the point I was making earlier? It was old values. Oh, yeah. Well, now lost it again. Let's just sprinkle a little bit out. It's really thick. If all of these come up, they'll be thick. Now, I did this last year, and a cat came in and decided to use my little nursery as his own personal toilet. Oh, I had waited for a year to plant these last year at that point, and all for it to be a cat's toilet, and it killed most of them. I planted some, and I've shown them. Boy, this is so heavy. I wish I'd do this one at a time. But you see what I'm doing here. Nothing to it. And more of me talking. And I don't want these to be long. But the best time to plant a tree is today. Oh yeah, that point I was making. I've heard people say that, you know, when we're talking about planting trees, I say the best thing you can do, and that's my advice to people, the very best thing that you can do when you get your own piece of property, okay, is go ahead, let the first thing that you do is plant fruit trees. Buy you some, find you some deals, do whatever you can to get fruit trees, fruit or nut trees going on your place as soon as possible. They will be sitting there growing while you are doing other things. And it'll be like a first thing, plant trees. That is what people used to do. And fruit trees and nut trees on your property, they used to be something that would, that's a little thin right there. That used to be something that would help the value of your property back when things like that mattered more than they do today. So plant fruit trees, and then put in a garden. So today, and we're gonna shut this off. I'm not gonna do the other thing. I'll give you a quick look at my area that I'm going to work on with a little bit of daylight that I've got, and I'll include that, and then I'm going to upload this, and that'll be, and progress will be seen tomorrow. But it doesn't cost you any money at all. It doesn't have to. Nature wants to help you. All you have to do is realize the value of things. The rest of this thing, people will say, I don't want to plant a tree. Why am I going to plant a tree? That fruit, I'll be dead before, you know, that tree produces. But the tree that you plant, the trees that you nurture, whatever you do out there that's for the good or the bad, okay, it grows in time. So plant trees today, and do something good. Your children will benefit from it. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm sorry this was a long episode. Thank you all very much for the ones that have watched to the end. Y'all be good, and I'll see you tomorrow. I got to give you that quick look. Okay, quick look at what I'm doing. What you're seeing here is my aquaponics area. You can see a pipe right there. All right. It's going to look different tomorrow. Stick around. Thank you for watching.